In this Webflow tutorial, I'll teach you how to use a background video component as well as how to compress a video using Handbrake in order to reduce the video file size for better page load speed and SEO without sacrificing the quality to the human eye. Let's get straight into it. Right now, you can see on this example website, dereksu.com.au, I'm using a background video component for this specific video. And what I've done is I've shot this video in a very nice high quality camera. Let's just say, for example, iPhone. And once you stop the recording of the iPhone video and you put it into your computer, you may notice it's a very, very big video file. So let's go ahead and take a look at an example. Right now, if I just go into my Finder in my Mac, and if I just go into my desktop right here, you can see I have this client video file that is 136 megabytes and it's only 9 seconds long and it doesn't even have audio. So obviously we can compress this because the reality is if you go back into Webflow and we go ahead and hit this plus icon and we go ahead and add a new element called the background video right here underneath advanced, if we just drag this in and we click upload video right here, and if I was to pull that exact same video, which is 136 megabytes, and hit open, you'll notice there's an error in Webflow that says the max video file you can upload is 30 megabytes. So rest assured, we can definitely compress it. There's many, many ways, but what I like to personally use, because I used it ever since I was a little kid, is a program called Handbrake. It is completely free. I'll leave a link in the description. And essentially, once you install Handbrake, I'm on the Mac, it also works on Windows. If you head over to your actual file, so right now it'll just be Handbrake, and if you hit open source right here, it will open up your computer, and if you find that specific file right here, this is 136 megabytes, you can hit open, and then once it opens and it loads, you'll be able to change a couple of settings. So right now in the preset, mine is set to fast 1080p, and I really get this question a lot is, what do I compress it to? And if I hit this preset right here and I hover my mouse over general, you'll notice there's a couple of different options. Let's just look at the high level overview. One is a 1080p resolution. The other is a 720p resolution. And then we also have a 480p resolution. So you're watching this on YouTube, you should definitely know what that means. 1080p, 720p, 480p. But sometimes you actually might want to compress the video to 720p instead of 1080p, depending on your situation. So let me just explain to you a couple of situations. If I go back to this website, sometimes people use a background video for their whole entire screen. In that case, you might want to use a 1920 by 1080p pixel resolution. Whereas sometimes you just might want to have a very small video box. So right now in this specific video box, it doesn't take up the whole screen, so you can potentially get away with 720p. So again, just to recap, if you need 1080p, then check 1080p. If it's a very small video file, like resolution, aspect ratio in your website, just stick to 720p. That's what I would recommend, because at the end of the day, if you have a very small box that you want the video to sit, there's no point in making it 1080p because it's not going to take that much space. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and select 720p. I'll hit the preset right here, hit general. Then I usually select very fast 720p. If you want the 1080p option, I also usually click very fast 1080p. So once I've selected the very fast 720p option, at the very bottom where it says save as, this is where it's going to save it to, my desktop. If you want to change it somewhere else, you can hit browse right here and you can change it where you want to save it. I'm just going to rename this to _compress. Then I'm going to go and hit start right here, and this will start compressing the video, and I will fast forward this. Okay, now it's done. If I go back to the place where I saved it, you'll notice at the very bottom right here, it has a compressed version because I named it _compress, and you can tell it's only 2.4 megabytes. So we went from 136 megabytes to 2.4 megabytes, guys. That is what I recommend. If I actually just look at the video and I play it side by side, it's very, very hard to tell the difference. And you'll notice that it's very, you can't even tell the difference. So you need to be compressing your video, guys. That's what I recommend. Now if I go back into Webflow, so with my background video, I'll go and hit upload, hit the compressed video right here. Then you'll notice it starts to upload. And while that's uploading, I can go ahead and just give it a class of bg-video, and I can go ahead and just make it width 100%, and I'll give it a min height of 48 dVH, and maybe I'll give it a top margin of 3 rems, and I'll just wait till this to be finished. So again, I'll speed this up for you guys. So once that has finished uploading, it'll then transcode the video, so you might have to give it a bit more time, but again, I will fast forward this for your viewing pleasure. Cool, so you can see the video is now done. Usually what you need to do is just hit preview right here, and then the video should load. Sometimes what I do is I give this a relative of a z-index of 1, so it just pops it in front of the frame, and you can see the video is now working. It's very hard to tell the difference in the human eye about the quality. It went from 136 megabytes to 2.4. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please check out my website, dereksu.com.au/value for more value, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, thanks. Bye.